I came home the other day and my kids were on the trampoline in the backyard. Normal thing. But my son, remember, he just came back from the ER having had a seizure, and so we're very mindful of what activities he does. My son, not wanting to be held back in any way, shape, or form, decided to up his game. I walk up to the trampoline and my son goes, "Daddy, watch this!" He leaps into the air, flying forward, and tucks his chin and does a front flip, but lands on his butt. Now, he has not tried a front flip before. He's done a head dive, just tries to land on his head. Everywhere he goes, he tries to jump on his head on the couch. He tries to jump on his head on the beanbag. He tries to jump on his head on the trampoline. But this day, he completed the revolution and made it all the way over. As a dad, of course, I'm very proud of him. I celebrated him. And then I told him to be careful of his head. Don't land on your head, buddy. You just came back from the emergency room. We don't want to go back again. Please take care of that head. Well, then my other two daughters decided they needed to show me exactly what all fantastic feats they could do. So they jumped across the trampoline, not quite doing any flips, but all of their new tricks that they had learned that day. Later on that night, my two older daughters were in the bathroom, brushing their teeth, getting ready for bed. I'm standing in there, and my eldest says to me, "Daddy, how come I can't do a front flip, but my brother can? He's only 4 and I'm 9. My second, without skipping a beat, said, "Because he's braver than you." Now, I loved her answer because she was not being malicious at all. She was just stating a fact. He's braver than you. He's willing to try and do something that you're scared to do. That means he's braver. But that also means that he's going to be able to experience something that you've not experienced before. The simple profoundness of her answer just had me thinking very, very hard at how many times we have that same experience. We look at what other people do, what they're able to accomplish, all of the things that they're able to overcome, and we wonder, why do they get to do that? Why did they get the opportunity to do this? And you look at some of these people, and it's not like they're smarter than you. They may not even be more capable than you are. But what it really boils down to is they are more courageous than you are. They're braver than you are. Just like my second said, you didn't get to do it because you're not as brave as him. It got me thinking about the field that I'm in right now, working on diesel automotives, primarily dealing with the tires and trailers and things of that nature. But it's something that I never would have ever thought about going into. And again, it's not something that I would say that I am equipped to do. But I was brave enough to get in there and start doing it. And I'm actually doing a lot better than I was when I very first started. So much so that I was doing an absolutely horrendous job whenever I first started. I could get the tire change done, but it took me forever. I would take an hour and a half to do a job that was supposed to take an hour. My bosses, my supervisor, they gave me a little bit of grace because they knew that I didn't know what I was doing and everything was completely new. But still, it should have taken me an hour and a half. That's pretty rough. Well, this past Friday, I finally got my time down to 1 hour, and I was ecstatic. Couldn't believe it. 1 hour. Then today, I had my fastest time yet, 29 minutes. How was that even possible? Because I was brave. I was brave enough to go in. I was brave enough to stick with it. And I want to encourage you, if there's something that you are scared to do, don't be scared. The reason that you may not be experiencing all that you're trying to experience or all that you dream about experiencing is because you're just scared. Stop being scared. Quit going through life looking at what other people who are braver than you have, wishing that you could get the same thing without having to face something. Face it, be brave, and rise up. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you appreciated the story. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. If you like the content, give me a thumbs up, put something down in the comments section, and share it on social media. And I will see you next time when we can share a cigar and change the world.